Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to
Eurovision Tea.
I am joined with all these amazing Eurovision reactors and channels. Let's go through us, everyone. The Balkan guy, Paco, Chico Toxico, Jordan Davis Eurovision, Dan Alexandrov, Vin's Eurovision, Laura Slavandik, Alan Torres, Shane's Eurovision Review, and Georgie Kanev, of course. Today, we're going to be talking about the last semi-finalists, right, from semi-final one. And we're going to be talking about Finland, Moldova, and Malta. So what are we going to start with? I think Malta.
I feel bad in my sweater. Dog radio, this is a song you know, but hey, what you say?
All right, so what do we think, guys? Do we think this is going to be qualifying? In 3, 2, 1. I'm not too sure, but who wants to begin? Who doesn't think? Wait, okay, Paco, you don't think?
Are we going to do top 10 and winner?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit rusty. Yeah, okay. So, those who think is going to qualify, do you think it's going to be potential top 10? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Nobody.
Leaking.
I saw something.
Love you. Okay.
You quite literally spilled the tea.
I literally did. Okay, so most of us don't think. Did anyone say that it was? Wait, I didn't quite. No,
nobody.
Okay. All right, so I guess Paco, you begin. What do you think about this?
I begin. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I don't think they're going to qualify. Although the song is even getting me each time a better impression. For my personal taste, I don't usually like that songs with that saxo thing in the middle. That a lot of people find it very funny. Okay, it's not my case. I usually don't like that saxo thing, like like the epic sax guy in Eurovision. I don't really enjoy it a lot. I don't know. But I think they have a lot of charisma, and if they repeat what they do in the video clip, maybe they have possibilities. But we are talking about semi-final one, and it's the same thing again. It's a very hard semi-final. And as we say in other episodes, if they qualify, it means that another country is going to lose that classification, and I think it's not going to be fair in this case. So for me, I think they are not going to qualify.
So what you're trying to say is you don't feel better in a sweater.
I don't like that sweater. I don't think it's nice.
Well, all I'm gonna say is I feel better in a sweater because I think this song is such a banger. I'll keep it simple. I think it's fun. I think their energy is great. I'm loving what they're bringing. They have that unique vibe that it makes you like them. When you see them, they're so endearing. It's a fun song. I would love to see this in the final. I think it would bring a different flavor from everyone else. I see it qualifying because it's televote only. Yeah, I see this in the final. And for me, it's hard to even imagine the final without them because I feel like they would contribute so much to it.
Yeah, I really like this song. I just don't know if it's going to qualify because it's in semi-final one. And like, I don't feel like Switzerland with this, like where it's like 100% no, but like, I think that they have so much charisma, and I just love like the sound of it. I mean, got to disagree with you, Paco, with that. I like the saxophone. Like, I actually think it's a lot of fun, and yeah, it maybe isn't to the level of some of the like other songs in this contest, but I think, like you said, Amma, it will bring something to the final if it was to get through, and I would love to see it. get through. So yeah.
I would not love to see it get through personally, but this is just more for personal reasons. And I kind of agree with Paco. I just don't like this type of song too much. So it's one of those songs where I have to concede. I hear that there's an audience for it, but it ain't me. So that's kind of my feelings about it. And like that whole better in a sweater lyric, I'm like, ew. Like, I just don't like it. Like, it gives me the ick. So that's why I'm fine with this not qualifying.
Yeah. Laura, what do you think? You're giving the eyebrow.
That look.
The ick. That is such a Love Island saying. It gives me the ick.
Can we get Jordan on Love Island UK? I would love it.
That's
right. Yeah.
Oh, slay.
Eurovision Tea Island or something.
Oh my God, girl.
Oh.
Yeah, I love this song. I love the boys daily after. It's just such a feel-good song, and they're so cheeky with their charisma. It's just such a step in the right direction for Malta. And if they don't qualify, I'll be gutted, if I'm completely honest with you. And I feel good in a sweater, bitch. I'm here. I'm feeling good.
You have to in the UK.
In a sweater if I need to. So they are qualifying, and they've gone up in my top 37 for me. So I'm now actually going to put them for 10th. So I will strap my shit to this song, and it is qualifying.
So if they don't qualify, now you need 3 bottles of rum, right?
I'll be running cups around Liverpool.
Yeah.
Girl, who is
It's
sponsoring
going to be an
rum?
absolute mess by the time we get to
Honestly,
your
I'm
promises are adding up.
Cost of living.
I don't remember with which country I promised to drink a bottle with
Ireland.
Laura. Ireland, okay.
Ireland qualify.
The one that will
But not the other
qualify.
2, okay? Just only water for me.
I leave you alone. I feel better in my
No, I agree with you, Laura. I think there's something special about this one. But Vince, what do you think? Because you're looking quite serious there.
Yeah, I was focusing on putting some lights on, but I hear your opinions. Malta is my borderline qualifier, but personally, I don't think they will qualify. They're performing like the dead spot, the 2nd place, if I'm right about that. I feel like I was just thinking about the staging. I think they have to go big. Get big props like Michaela with Chameleon, like make big rooms. That's the only thing, like the only chance they can qualify. If they make it like so impressive, big, just give everything, or like you're not gonna qualify. I feel like it's going on me, but I don't think they will qualify. But I hope they're gonna make like a great staging like Moldova does in Eurovision. They can maybe learn something from that, but I don't think it will qualify.
For me, just sorry. Sorry, Dan. Go.
I feel like it's one of those that's nice, it's good, but like in the background, like I wouldn't put it in my Spotify list and play it or something like that. It's slightly forgettable, I would say, in my opinion. But it's one of those songs that I have nothing to complain about it, but at the same time, I don't know, it's just I don't see it being like outstanding compared to others or anything like that. It's good for like the background or like playing it in your car or something.
Alan is preparing to attack.
Yeah.
No, now I'm listening, but is it my turn? Yes. Okay, I will go.
Yeah, go.
So Malta is in my top 5 overall. It's the type of song I love. It's the band has such a great vibe. When I'm depressed, I just listen to this and it feels better. I don't know, everything I like. I like the sax break. It's really what I need in Eurovision Song Contest. But for me, it can have the faith of two other songs that I liked. It's either like Eat Your Salad last year. For me, maybe it will flop. Or it can be like Moldova 2019, My Lucky Day. This kind of fun song. For me, it's either it will be top 10 or non-qualifier. That's why I put it in the middle. I said it would qualify, but not top 10. But it's one or the other. But for me, I love the song. I love the energy of the song. The music video is amazing. The live performance is really entertaining. I like everything about the song.
Yeah, agreed.
So I am my turn, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I have it also as borderline qualifier. I have it as qualifier only because I like the song. I like what Dan said. It's exactly how I feel. Like I don't have anything to complain about the song, but it's also not so special for me. But I do think that they will qualify because at least it's a bit more special than the other 5 songs that I don't think that they will, the other 4 songs that I don't think that they will qualify. I don't see them particularly doing well in the final if they qualify, but I do think they will qualify because it's something, and they have a very good position, in my opinion, being second after Norway before Armenia. This is where the people will watch. So
Georgie,
they watched.
when
What?
being in the second position is considered a good position, never.
Well, Sertaper won with second position, 2000.
Yeah, okay, there are exceptions, but the second position is always known as the worst position ever in the semi-final to classify. It's the worst one. Although the statistics says that it's the third position is the worst one, but everybody knows that the second position is
The
not.
last few years, everyone that was in the second spot, I don't think has qualified, right? So,
But to be fair, we also have to consider that EBU has consistently put weaker songs on the second and third positions. So
Now I just think that Norway and Armenia are helping Malta to be watched. Yeah,
Armenia's in the second
It's
semi-final,
in the second
right?
semi-final, and
They are second.
And she's going to be the
Serbia.
Serbia, yeah.
No,
Serbia
I don't know.
Who is singing?
Wait.
Wait. It's Serbia.
Serbia is in the third position in the first semi-final.
Okay, yeah, another strong song that could help Malta to be also watched. Maybe not voted, but they will be watched because people will tune in to watch it.
all right.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. Shane, I think you're next. You know, I need to know what you're...
Following on from that, which I didn't understand. No. Yeah, I've got this in my personal top 10. To be honest, I'm like Jordan. The better in my sweater does give me the heebie-jeebies. It did from the beginning.
The what? Sorry, I needed to understand that.
It's a phrase. The heebie-jeebies.
Please put subtitles in the video because I don't know how to repeat that sentence.
I don't think it's going to come up in the subtitles, but okay. But ultimately, when I was watching the national final performance was when I realized, oh, actually, this is okay. And actually, water. When this is on in Liverpool, the arena, the crowd in the arena are going to massively elevate this, and they're going to feed off the crowd. I think that this will qualify. I'm like everyone else. It's actually probably not in my personal top 20, but ultimately, just with all these 15 songs, listening to them back to back, I just think that this is going to qualify. But I don't know. Yeah. There we go. Done.
Well, overall, it sounds like we all pretty much like this. So I think it could potentially qualify. And I would like to see it. But again, this is a really tricky one. So this semi is going to, it's all up to the performance. And we'll see how that goes down. But any other thoughts about Malta?
I think that they have to center in the attention in their charisma. The big point for Malta is to center in the singers, and they have to connect with the viewers and to feel empathy and feel that they are having fun together. The charisma of the singers is the good point for Malta.
And I think Malta. Oh, yeah?
Okay.
I think it also works for Malta that we don't have the juries this year. I think, well, maybe the juries give it like a decent place, but I think because we only have televote, that works for Malta, I think, with this year.
Yeah, agreed. All right. Next one we're gonna react to. Next one we're gonna talk about. Bloody hell, I'm in like reflex mode right now. Next one we're gonna talk about is Moldova. Do we think this is gonna qualify? In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at us go. Okay. Well, in that case, what do we think? Is it going to be top 10 if it does qualify? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Does anyone think that it's going to win? 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, it keeps dripping on me. Okay. So nobody thinks it's going to win.
I can talk about it why I said it will get top 10. So first of all, I think this is a sure qualifier. Televote only. This song was made for the televote. I see this song getting top 5 in televote in the grand final. It has Moldova written all over it. I love it. It feels cultural, but also at the same time feels very modern. It's a banger. He has an amazing energy. I don't know if y'all saw him perform on the national final or if you saw him perform at the Barcelona pre-party. He is just excellent. I also love that he has other people on the stage. Those girls with the antlers, they're giving me life. Like, I want to be them. If there's like a spot open to be one of those like people that sign me up. I'll be on the stage with him. I absolutely love it. I think this is going to do a lot better than people are expecting, because it might not be like the typical Eurovision fan song, but Moldova has proven us year after year after year that they do better than anyone else expect. Every single year Moldova does better than the Eurofans expect, and this year it's not going to be different. This is going to be top 10. I'm calling it 100% sure.
Wow. I don't know about top 10 for me, but I do love this song. I do love Pasha a lot. He does seem like a really nice guy as well. I spoke to him a little bit over TikTok and Instagram, and yeah, he seems just like a really like put together person, and he's got experience in this contest. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, it could, but I don't know about top 10. I think this is definitely qualifying. I don't see why this wouldn't. But again, this is a really tricky semi, and every time I say that, I'm like, well, anything can happen. And I think I like the staging in the national final. I think a lot of people had issues with the antlers and all this stuff, but I think it was quite, I thought it made an impact. And to not see this in the final would be not good for me. I really need him to go. So yeah. Laura, do you want to?
Yeah, it'd be criminal if he doesn't go to the final. Oh, Daddy Pasha.
Daddy Pasha.
It's just so catchy. It's very spiritual. And I just love the song, to be honest. I have it on majority of the time, and it is in my top 10. It will probably, I know he went in 2012 before with Lauta, sorry, Danny, if I've said that wrong. But I believe he could actually get the best result for Moldova. He's just a very, very well put together showman, and it shows within his performance. If he doesn't, then I don't know. I will run to spiritual gods and just beg on my knees. I have no idea. But yeah, I just think it's qualifying. It's such a catchy spiritual song, and I just adore it.
Yeah, and it's a party song, and it's like it's a lot of fun as well, and different. It's very different from
very
songs. So that will make it stand out, I think, in that case. Like vocally, he does have a good voice, but he's not like the most outstanding singer in the world. I will say that. But yeah, I don't see this winning. But I mean, if it did go top 10, I'd be very happy for him. But we need him to qualify. That's the first stage, I think. And yeah.
He's absolutely going to qualify with that foul. And I'll be singing Soarele Luna all the time, especially at London Eurovision. Listen, I will just be singing.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where they mix traditional with mainstream very, very well, incredibly well. It's like the perfect amount of each. And I really like the instrumental, the production of the instrumental. I feel like the chorus is a little bit too repetitive, but that's maybe because I speak Romanian, so it's like kind of Soarele și Luna again and again and again. And I don't know what happened at the national final here, because the live performance was actually pretty bad. It was the backing vocals were too loud. They really need to fix that. I could barely hear him, especially in the chorus. And usually I feel like he has much better vocals than what he gave us at the finals. Because I'm from here, so I kind of like know what he can do. He cannot. But yeah, besides that, very, very nice song. And I'm actually proud that we are going with this one this year. And I hope it's gonna take.
The Moldovans like it.
Yeah, it had a pretty huge leap when it comes to the televoting here. It was definitely everyone's favorite here.
That's good. It wasn't like a Poland situation.
Now, it's always nice to hear when people are proud of what they're sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, result doesn't even matter. When you're happy with what you're sending, you feel like it represents you.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much more special.
Oh yeah.
So I totally feel that. And regarding the national final, I mean, it was low cost. The studio wasn't big. Like, it was never gonna be good. But if he could give us that much quality in such a bad production, imagine he can do a new version.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah, exactly. All right, who wants to go next? Maybe
can go
Jordan. Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with what everyone prior has said. I mean, there's just something so visceral about it that just connects right from the first beginning. Sonically, but also just the visuals, they just kind of strike you and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm transported into this spirit world. Like, it's so crazy. So really love the song. I did wonder about the live performance too, but I just kind of chalked that up, kind of like Ahmed said, probably just to the limits on production quality that they had in the space at the time. So I'm sure that when he has all of the time and all of the resources that he will have at the big stage, that it will just come to life in an even greater way than we can imagine right now.
Exactly. It's so catchy as well. I just like I'm listening to it in my head right now.
Yeah, you can sing along.
I'm singing it right now.
Right around my head right now.
It's kind of easy tune, easy catchy for the head. Like even if it's not English, everybody can sing the first sentence, and after that, because Dan said like it's repetitive, maybe because it's your language and because you understand it. But for me, for example, that I don't understand the language, when I listen to it, I like that it's repetitive because I think like, now comes again the part that I know to sing, you know? So maybe that's how people will think in Europe, but it's definitely, for me, it's a sure qualifier. I have it very high in my top 10 of semifinal 1. And I really can imagine that it could be also a case like last year's Moldova, that they took very high televoting.
I think it was the second or the third.
Yes, second.
Yeah.
The second or the third, yeah, true.
For me, it's also a qualifying. I think Pasha has the charisma, and he has that energy that makes the people to watch his performance. Vocally, he's correct, but I think that the song with that easy elements like the sun and the moon and the spiritual thing, they have a lot of potential to do good things with the visuals and the girls with the horns. People are going to remember that kind of things. The short guy with the flute. The flute, I love it. And like the Malta saxo, I don't like it. I like the flutes on songs like Goa and that kind of things. I really love it. Also when it's mixed with dancing songs with the beat, like is this case. And I don't know. I think that people are going to remember Pasha, the people are going to remember the girls with the horns, and people are going to remember the sun and the moon, and it's something that is going to make people voting for this song. But for the final, I'm not sure that they are going to get the televote as last year. It's not as funny as the last year's song, so I'm not sure that they are going to get a top 10 in the final.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed that we got so much votes, because it was a funny song. It was a bit crazy, and usually those kind of songs either do very well or like not even qualifies, like nothing in between either.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, if I will be very quick on this one. So I really like the song. I really like the spirit, the vibe of the song. The only reason why I said it wouldn't be top 10, because when I look back and see with what kind of song Moldova reached the top 10, it was really songs that were so out of the box. And for me this year, it's original song compared to the others this year, but it's not that out of the box that it used to be. And I think Moldova, if they want to be in the top 10, they really need to have something unique.
Yeah.
Because if they send like not random, but Moldova is like a small country. So if we want Moldova to get points, people really need to remember what it was.
I think they will, though. Like what we even saw, like as we keep saying, like it will be even better on the final. So I think it is pretty eye-catching. But I don't know. Who wants to?
I would love to go next. Well, when I heard Laura talking about she listened to it on Spotify, I'm now editing into my playlist because I haven't done it yet. I'm actually really proud from Moldova. Usually I don't really like their joke entries, how you will give them the name. So I was expecting another joke-ish entry, but when I was watching the national performance, I was really impressed by the visuals. Like I understand the idea, and I think, like Amr said, it's when they go to Eurovision, they have so much more options. So I'm really looking forward. I hope they can qualify. And Moldova has great staging, so I have no doubts they will have a bad staging if the national final already had potential. And this, I don't mean to sound this bad, but like, I don't know how you say it in English, like the little guy that has the flute. Well, how do you call it in English again? Someone help me?
Like a small person?
Yeah, like he's in the Netherlands, we say Lilliputter. But okay, like I feel like Moldova, it's a smart move to bring him on stage because people are like, oh, that's something we didn't expect. And I'm kind of like, thank you. My pizza's here. But they're gonna be remember like, oh, that guy was standing on stage with the flute. I think that will help for Moldova. I think it's a smart way of doing that. I feel like I like it. So good job, Moldova.
Yeah.
I think, am I the last one to go? All I'll say is I don't love it as much as people like Laura. She loves it, evidently. I kind of saw the potential for the first time last night when I watched the Barcelona Eurovision party. And what was quite nice when he did his microphone to the audience, they actually knew the words, which I thought was quite sweet. I am going to be honest. The reason why it will only go so far for me this Eurovision season is because I do find it repetitive. I do find it cyclical. And as a result of that, I would just say with Moldova, if you can do something with the staging to shake things up and the thirds to kind of, because my ears, it is repetitive, but it does deserve to qualify. I hope it does.
I think it will.
Yes.
Okay, so we are on our last song, which is Finland. Käärijä, Cha Cha
What
Cha.
a song. Yeah.
What a song. So do we think this is going to qualify? 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Shane, I don't believe you.
Behave.
Behave. That's the word.
That's a big ask for him there. All right, so
that was an attention. How do you say it? Attention whore or something like that?
Oh, whoa!
Attention seeker is much more PC.
No, I like the first one.
Yeah, I think
Also,
Oh, Shane's such an
the
attention
professional
whore.
attention prostitute.
wow. I like that one. Well,
So,
in that case, do we think this is going to be top 10? In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well then.
And then this is the tough one.
Yeah, this is the biggest one. Do we think Finland has a chance to win Eurovision 2023? In 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Oh, chance.
Oh.
Chance, yes.
I'm saying chance. Yeah. Do we think it could? Yes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Right. So I guess Shane, maybe because you weren't too sure, maybe you should go.
Oh, I'll be quick. Everyone loves it, so it's going to do well. Next.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. This is probably going to be the shortest one because we probably all agree it is such a strong song. But like, I mean, might not be for everyone because it is quite wacky. But I think that this is a song that no one's going to forget. And it will go down, and think in Eurovision history will be one of those songs that, you know, you always just remember. And it could win depending on the performance. I'm leaning towards there's a chance, but I'm leaning towards it's not my winner, personal winner, but yeah, that's all I have to say.
exactly. I wanted to say, like, if someone asks me what do you predict who is the winner, I just have Finland in my head. It's Finland, the one that I predict that will win. It's that it is in my personal top 10. I think I have it on the 5th place as personal favorite, which is very high from 37 songs. But I do think that he's taking all the televoting votes. People will vote for him like crazy, and I really believe that. And I really see him being the winner. I just want to say very shortly that lately I see those TikTok videos where he makes that he's very funny, saying those, it's crazy, it's party, it's crazy, it's party. I like it, it's funny, but I have to say that this part didn't quite catch me when he said that it's between him and Sweden. And many times he said it's between me and Sweden. And then at one of the videos, he even said like, I do win it all. So I'm like, nice to be sure. But don't be, because this is also not working out for you so much. Because I like the song. I will probably, because I like it so much, probably will vote it. But the votes will go less and less every time he says like, I am winning it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like.
He's braggy.
Is he joking though? Is it a joke?
It's a character.
Obviously.
He's joking, obviously, but it's like a bit one joke, repetitive joke is not a joke anymore.
But it's
Yeah,
a
I know.
character that he's making a character, Georgie. I can assure you, he's not
I know, I didn't say
that way.
He's sitting on the church and saying it like for real. This is what I think. But I just it's like as I said, like one joke repetitively said, it's not a joke anymore. And I like that he's confident. He should be confident because he saw how he smashed the votes in Finland. He sees how he smashes people liking the song. I mean, in Mailfest, we saw how the crowd went crazy.
Yeah,
with
they were
Bangladesh
belting it.
when the song came out. And it's like, I feel like this also, and I really predict it as a winner. It just this small part when he was saying like it's between me and Lorena, and I was thinking like, well,
but you have to remember that kind of videos and that it's only made for Euro fans. Nobody is going to watch that videos but us. People is going to vote him only because of the performance of the final in the final. So I don't think that is going to affect for his winning or he's not winning. The point for me is the jury. The jury is going to think that this is a joke entry that doesn't deserve to win, or they are going to appreciate that it's a funny entry, like I don't know, other entries that. But the point is the jury. If the jury is going to not give him points, it's impossible. Lorraine is going to win.
Like Moldova last year, we got second place when it comes to voting, and the jury gave us like a very low.
That's it. That's the point.
It was also very like fun song.
But I think that the jury should appreciate the work and the character and the performance he's making. For me, is my personal number one. For me, is my winner of this edition. I have no doubt about it. But I'm concerned only about Lorraine and the juries. But for me, is my winner. But I don't know if he's going to win Sweden.
Oh, it depends on Sweden's performance as well. We don't know what's going to happen with that, with the slabs, right? Like that's not going to be able to go to Liverpool. So from what I gather, right? So it might overrule that. Who knows? I think song-wise, this is a little bit better than Sweden's. Like it's more unique, I think, than Sweden's.
It's unforgettable.
Yeah.
Once you see that performance, you can forget it.
You can't get it out your head either.
You can't get it out of your head. Yeah.
It will be talked about this to come completely. I just love the stage and then the cha-cha-cha dances. He's just nuts. It didn't click with me at first. And I remember UMK. I was like, what the fuck is this? I even showed it to my mum and she was like, what? But as time went on, I was like, you know what? It clicked. So kiitos Umi. Kiitos.
I think he definitely has a chance of winning. I mean, even we have had similar songs. Like this is not a complete joke entry. This is a really well-produced song. He performs well vocally. Like we have had similar songs win before. 2018, Toy. I mean, people thought it was going to completely flop jury. It didn't. It got decent jury and then it smashed the televote. And I think it's something that can happen here with Finland as well. The thing is, I feel like he's going to smash televote like hard, like enough to maybe even bring him to a winner from like a decently low, like not too low of it, but maybe like if he's in top 7 juries, and I feel like juries might be a bit closer in results, while televote, I feel like he could really but I'm sorry, I found it so funny. Earlier, Georgie was talking about how he smashed the televote, and he's like, oh yeah, I see him smashing people. And I'm like, what kind of social media do you follow him on?
I mean, smashing the people's minds and voting for Eurovision. That's why I think that he will smash the televote also in Eurovision final, because I do see him in the final immediately. I don't even consider not qualifying, but not smashing people. But he could smash the people also, whoever goes against him. Why not?
The song
I think we might need to get rid of the word smashing in future, George.
I think
yes, I am lately too much into the song of Smashing to Pieces from Sweden. That's why smashing is not super.
Georgie's version of cha-cha-cha is literally cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, I think it's smashing.
But it does hit you in the face, this song, like seriously hits you in the face. So I guess that's why the whole persona of the boxing, it all makes sense. Like it's just very cleverly done. I love it.
Guys, if I'm being honest with you, I think this has a lot of potential to be in my bottom for this year. When I heard it for the first time, I was like, this is great. When I was listening to it for the first time. No, shut up. So when I was watching, it was like, okay, it's getting a little bit screaming, like Hot Hari. If it's not like Hot Hari, no, What's his
Hatari.
name?
Yeah, it was
Hatari,
fun.
yeah, Hatari.
Sorry,
If
yeah.
it's going to be like that level, it would have been in my bottom 5. But since it has like in the third part of the song, like that more pop sound, I really like it. I really like the whole character behind around him. I love the stage with the confetti, he's dancing on the dancers, the cha-cha-cha. So I mean to say it's far away from my music taste, but how they will build the whole character, the staging around it, it's in my top 10. Finland can win.
You saved yourself.
Well, I'm so
Vin.
confused.
Right,
Is it in your
it's
top
like
10
you
or
were
your bottom?
Walking
no,
a fine
it's
line
You're
there.
thinking myself out of break.
You
First
started
time
off by
I-
saying it's in your bottom. I
What
swear
do
you
you
did.
put in your pizza?
He said on the first
Okay.
on his first listening.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, Vince, you're going to need some security guards, girl. Okay, carry
No,
on.
no, it's my top 10. I would love to go back to Finland, to Helsinki, Turku, a great Eurovision. I love it, but Loreen, come on, win it. I'm done.
Yeah,
And the
actually,
human, I have to remember the human centipede. It's amazing. I also love it when the dancers start to make the
Yeah.
train.
It's amazing.
I'm actually minority here. I'm also not a huge fan of the song. For me, it's a little bit too chaotic. It never clicked to me for some reason. I don't know. I love the staging. I love the energy. When it comes to staging, it is one of the best. But the song, I only enjoyed the last part of the song, which is like more pop, let's say. But besides that, I guess I just enjoy songs with like more vocals, and this one kind of lacks that because it's like more. I don't even know what it is. It's kind of like. Well, it's kind of like talking but shouting at the same time, and like mixed with a little bit of vocals. I don't know. It's not really my type of song, but I know a lot of people love it, and it's gonna be definitely top 3. So,
But I think that happens to all of us. I think that or the majority of the people. That at the beginning, the first time we listen to the song, I'm pretty sure that most of the people think, "Oh, what a hard song is too hard for me." But then with the poppy part and the dancey part, and then next time that you listen to the song, you are like appreciating the change of and the whole pack. So I don't know.
because I remember I didn't really like the winner in 2014, Conchita. I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't like the song, and then that was my favorite song of the entire contest. The toy, it was not my favorite at first, but then I was really rooting for her, and she won. So I don't know if this is gonna be one of those cases, but not really one of my favorites.
Just out of curiosity, to support you, does anyone else not have it in their personal top 10?
Not.
No, I don't have it in my personal.
You don't
top
have
10.
it. Yeah, but we know about your.
Right, see you guys. Ciao.
For how many of us? Is it, for how many
I
of
love
us
you,
is it our winner?
Shane.
Yeah.
Huh?
For how many of us is it our first place?
Goes back and forth.
That's prediction. It's not
No. Personal.
My fourth.
Personal.
No,
My fourth place.
Great, Georgie.
Okay, not bad.
I want to add something.
How many people were you now? 4?
Who?
How many people said that it's their personal number 1?
Oh.
Okay. I thought you say 4. My number 1, yes, is my number 1, and also Amer.
There's 2, right?
Yeah, I think 2. Yeah.
Wait, did you, Noosh? I thought you also said.
No, I'm on 4th. He's my 4th place.
Fourth place. Oh, okay.
He's,
And very nice.
Okay. So
Vince, what were you gonna say?
Yeah,
How many Sweden is the first place?
Only 1. That's
Look
something
at
that
Vince.
is.
Vince is like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's ready for the moment.
Yesterday, I was talking about this with my friends, and it's very strange for me. In all the odds, all the statistics say that Loreen and Sweden is going to win. But when you ask personally, 1-to-1, who's your favorite? Loreen is not on the number 1, just in a few number of the rankings. It's
Yeah.
I'm very strange about that. Why everybody is so sure that Lorraine is going to win, but nobody has Lorraine in their
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah, I know. The more this is one of those songs that when I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is gonna win. But then the longer, like ever since then, it's been going down for me because of just it's talking to everyone else. Everyone's predicting it, but I just don't know if it has that winner. It does have it. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
Gives me hope about Finland winning this year, because I said, okay, the statistics and the odds say that Lorraine is going to win, but I don't see in the number one of the rankings of the people Lorraine in that position. So I'm starting to think that maybe Finland has possibilities.
Well,
I think it's just because Loreen is less controversial. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Loreen is in everyone's top 10, while Käärijä, like, people either love him and there are some people that dislike it because it's too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the distinction comes in, where Loreen is a lot more
it's safer, yeah.
accessible to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a safer bet. Finland has got some risk in it. I get that, but that goes one or two ways. It either does really, really well or really not so well. So I think that it's still going to do well.
I think ultimately it's going to come down to the juries.
Yeah,
they're going to decide the winner.
I think it's top 5, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's great to have like such an open-minded, like Loreen looks by far by the winner, but we all agree that Finland's could win. I think it's nice to have like a competition that we are not sure, like we're going back to Stockholm or we go to Finland. I like that.
There's another country in the mix. It's not just the two of them. There's
Yes,
another
but-
country that people keep ignoring.
Spain.
Yeah.
Spain, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
I
seen the
also
performance?
consider that. Yes,
I think it could do it, that song too.
Golden era for me. Second for me. Golden era.
She's just amazing vocally, and that song is very. Oh no, we're not meant to be talking about this, but
yes.
Into our episode when we discuss Spain.
I know. Damn. No, but no, Finland's.
Who didn't talk? I think Alan and Shane, right?
I started off. I said it will do
Yeah.
fine because everyone loves it. Next, Alan.
Do I have to say anything about Finland?
You want?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything interesting to add. Just the fact that at first I didn't like the song, but then what made me like the song more is its personality. And why I said it wouldn't win, it's because for me, a fun and nonsense song never won Eurovision. Amir was talking about Toy, but Toy had a slight message
Yes.
in the song.
Mhm.
And I just looked at the translation of Cha 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 and it's nonsense.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's actually meant to be about drinking, how it changes your personality. That's right.
And it's
Right.
also about toxic masculinity.
Yeah. So there is a message, I think. It's just people might not understand the message because it's kind of, you have to look into it.
Yeah, message
I
is not
don't
obvious,
mind
but
the
I
message.
read the toxic masculinity thing. People were very keen to inform me on that, but that's not evident.
I did not know that. Wow.
I didn't know that, and I think that in this case the message is not important. Like, the important thing is that it's fun. It's I think it's the only thing. But Alan, finish if you have to say
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, I cut you off.
We interrupt you.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't remember what I said. So,
Alan, worst case
So that
scenario,
never
just
happened.
read the translation. Just read the translation.
Oh yeah, I read the translation and I saw no messages or no sense at all. So that's why I don't see it as a potential winner because it has no message or no history behind the song.
So you didn't dance with it, I guess.
Wait,
What?
I mean, Vince asked him if he danced to that song, and I was
I
like,
don't think he did yet.
I did once.
You did once.
Once. Wow.
Everybody was like,
He just
Yeah.
was like a little jiggle, and that was it.
Yeah, only once.
Okay. Jordan, did you say something?
No, but I don't have much to add at this point. I agree. I love it. It's for me. So
Okay. Well, I think it's pretty much a collective decision with this one, then. Pretty much. Be ashamed. Well, it's gonna qualify, so that's all that matters. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode, right, guys? Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to all of these amazing YouTubers. And I think the next episode's coming out on the 1st on Shane's channel, I believe. So please go over there and watch it. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.